Water meter installation 101. Kind of laid out everything you could possibly need or we think you need for installing the water meters. Pipe wrench, crescent wrench, PEX tool for your PEX rings, PEX cutter, pliers, snips. These are the fittings you buy when you're from Metron, when you're buying the meters or purchasing platform. You have your pipe to pipe fitting side, and then this one's incorrect. You have one also that's pipe to PEX. We'll get that. You'll see that during the installation process. Screw gun. You always got your washers that come with these that would go in this aspect of it. When put them inside there. And your 90 coming out of the water riser after your ball valve. Always check your arrow for the flow. See, the flow's going that way. That is pointing toward the home. Not away from the home, toward the home. So you've got these connections here, and here's the fitting we were missing. That is from your meter to 3/4 inch PEX. And that'll go on there. Here's PEX line. They'll cut to fit. Here's your insulation. Go over the pipe once it's done. And here is your heat tape. They've already installed the end on this, one end of it. They come in these little packages. You've got your plug-in, and then your finish-in at the water riser. So once you get it cut to length, you put that other end cap on, put your heat tape on. I'll get out of the way and let these gentlemen do what they do best. So this water riser, we put a ball valve on here. There was a plastic ball valve on here. I don't like them, don't want to use them. While we're waiting for him, we'll watch these guys work some wonders. Now he's putting on, it looks like what, a 1-inch nipple? 2-inch nipple. If you watch him put the Teflon tape on, there's a direction you got to put Teflon tape on for it to work. If when you start screwing it in, it unthreads, that means you put it on backwards. You've got to go clockwise. You got to go with the threads the direction it's going. Sounds simple, takes a little practice. So when you're tightening things up, if your Teflon tape starts shredding on you, it's because you put it on backwards. Now he's tightening both the coupling and the 90 as he's doing it. He'll end up tightening that 90 to the location, the direction he wants this to head, going into the home. He's going to point it toward the home. Good and snug. Now we're doing the water meter again. Make sure the arrow's pointing toward the home.
Put the washer.
Always got to have the washer. There's your pipe to pipe fitting. He's just snugging it up. Again, the washer. And there's your pipe to PEX fitting. If you're a maintenance guy, you need to get to know PEX. Again, the Teflon tape. once or twice around, 3 times around. Can't hurt a thing. What's the old saying? Righty tighty, lefty loosey? Something like that. Again, that meter is straight up and down. He's going to back it up a hair. Yep. You can adjust that level with that coupling, pipe to pipe coupling. You want that meter as level as possible. You just snug those up. That's plastic you're dealing with. Up. Meter's in place. PEX pipe. Comes in blue, white, and red. Blue's obviously cold. Red's hot. White is cold if you don't want to pick a color. So you notice how the end of this he's kind of straightened it out. Put the PEX ring on. Getting it nice and snug up against the fitting. There's a variety of PEX wrenches you can use. They all work. That's all you've done is you've crimped that ring. If you look at, there's a little compression right here. That's a good solid connection.
You can go twice if you want to.
You can double crimp it if you so desire. That's about the easiest way to put a fitting together there is. Now we're coming down and he's going to figure out roughly how much PEX line he needs. And there is your PEX line coming out of the home, going to the water meter or to the water tank.
The main water connection.
That is your main water connection. Again, using the PEX tool, get a good clean cut. Again, he's cutting the PEX again. And you will get a coupling. By the way, this is Casey. He's maintenance in this community, helping me out on this. We're going to try and get some time tomorrow or something to do some other plumbing videos. But I got the king of plumbing here, so I figured I'd utilize him. Can I see your coupling? Yep. There's a coupling, 3/4 inch. One end in, your ring over. Again. Ring on. Those two things together. Make sure it's all nice and snug and tight.
Top one.
Done his top one. You are hooked up. Now at every new home right here is your outlets. for your heat tape and your stingers for your risers. I'll get out of the way and let them start on the heat tape. Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, all handle PEX materials. PEX wrenches range around 90 bucks. You can get cheaper ones. I wouldn't recommend it if you got a lot of plumbing to do. I'd get a good one, good cutting tool, and now you're a plumber. Anybody can be a plumber nowadays.
Okay, I want to see that.
Well, I didn't say a good plumber, I just said a plumber. So he's just taping it off with electrical. You got plenty of cord there to reach the power source, which it's real easy. Put the heat tape in there and screw it in place with those fittings. That is now hot. Of course, it's 100 degrees outside, so it probably isn't going to do much good. Jenny's running tape along there periodically, electrical tape, to hold it in place.
Venga, monas. Rollo de instalación, mijo.
Checking to make sure how much he needs. He's going a little bit beyond the riser. Giving himself plenty of heat tape. I'll go over and get his end for him. Thought I saw it over here. So that's your kit. That's got your plug end and your termination. It has a silicone in it. Seals the end. And that's terminated.
Like that.
You're heat taped. You notice how the tape's going along by the bottom of it in the general area, the side or the bottom. We do have the insulation boxes for this. Sometimes we don't have them. Fortunately, we do have it for this one. We'll watch them put their augers in. There it is. Now, if I could have this a sec. If you notice, it says in, out, water jacket. So, go right like that. Yeah.
It is.
Okay. I had it backwards. Yep.
In and out.
Yep. See, I would have messed this all up. Velcro. And more Velcro. That's in place. Now you notice the top of this unit is not covered. The reason it's not covered is there's no water in this part of it. This is all the electronics. Electronics is not going to freeze. Your risk is on the bottom and the sides. That's why the insulation's there. Pipe insulation going on. The yellow is just a protective coating until you're ready to do it. You peel those back, get them started on both sides, and then it's just stick together and you can take off. Your starting of that's what's critical. This is a pretty short run. It's a good thing.
¿Dónde está el tape?
A little tape for added protection. Keep it from possibly coming loose. So anytime you've got a 90 or a turn, you've got to cut a V in this on both sides of it, halfway around. And what that does, that allows you to fold the material, creating a 90 that will fit real nice. See, he's leaving some on the back side of it. That would be what's going to be right here. When he makes the turn, it is now solid insulation all the way around. Figure out roughly what he needs to cut off. Oh, this guy's good. If you see what he
Make it look good.
Yeah, if you see what he just did, he cut a little hole, slid the handle through there. Pretty slick. I think he's done this once or twice.
Done it before.